In this video, I'm going to go over 4 things that you got to be saying no to achieve your goals and get in a better position in life. Stick around because I'll also be sharing things that you should be saying yes to get you there. What's up guys, if you're new here, my name is Cole Aceret and I'm here to bring you the best tips on habits, health, and personal growth. On this channel, I make a lot of videos around health tips, strategies, and opportunities. So if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. So I wanted to make this video because I just thought about it, and to get more time in your life, you really have to say no to some things and say yes to your goals, to your bigger future. So I thought I'd make a list of a few things that I've said no to get closer to my goals. And yeah, if you got a pen and paper, take it out because you're going to be taking some notes. So the first thing you have to say no to is bad relationships. And by this, I'll tell you my story. So in high school, midway through high school, I started dating this girl named Natalie, and it was good at first, and we dated for like a year, and then we kind of broke up, and then we got back together, and that breaking up and getting back together kind of went on and off for like 2 years. And if I look back on that, I should have just ended it after that year. So ask yourself, are you in a relationship with someone and it's just not going good and you guys aren't in a good place? If you are, that's great. I'm not being an advocate for breaking up. But if you're in a bad relationship and you're just not happy in it and you know it's not right deep down, then you just gotta end it and move on. Hey, if you're liking this video so far, I'd appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button for me. Anyway, let's get back into it. The next thing to say no to is drugs overall, and like, I'm more particular talking about alcohol. I mean, everything is kind of fine in moderation. I mean, not everything, but if you're of age and you have a drink here and there, I'm not saying that's bad, but it becomes a problem when you're doing it all the time. Plus, when you're doing it at a younger age, because it's affecting your brain. And I wasn't an alcoholic, but I drank a lot in high school. Later in high school, I had an older friend that I knew, and I would give him some money and he'd go to the liquor store and give me some alcohol. And I know that's highly illegal, but I'm not doing that anymore. And I would get like a bunch, like 5-6 bottles, and then I'd keep one for myself and then sell the rest. So I don't know, it was just a bad situation. But don't fall into the peer pressure of other people drinking all the time. I mean, drink here and there isn't bad, as I said, if you're older, but if you're younger, just stay away from that stuff for now until you're of age. The next thing to say no to is junk food, fast food, soda, all that crap. And I know it may taste good. And I'm not saying I never have had that stuff before. I used to drink soda all the time. I used to go to McDonald's, Taco Bell, wherever, all the time, and get junk food, cheap food, and I just didn't feel good. Like, it tastes good, hell yes, it tastes amazing when you first eat it, but it's not good for you. It's super high in calories and super low in nutrients. And if you don't know what that means, it means it's super high in like calories, but when it's low in nutrients, the nutrients is what gives you energy, what makes you better in shape, and all the good stuff. So if you want to get more nutrients, you eat vegetables and stuff like that, because vegetables are high in nutrients, but they're low in calories. So vegetables and stuff like that is going to make you have more energy, but it's not going to make you gain a lot of weight. So if you want to learn how to cook vegetables in a healthy way, go down in the description. I'm gonna leave a link to a healthy cooking guide. I don't know, I just thought of this. So if you don't know how to cook vegetables, then you can learn down in my guide. The next thing is saying no to just hanging out all the time with people that this kind of goes hand in hand with drugs, because whenever I would just hang around people later in my high school days, we would just end up doing drugs or some stupid stuff like that. because we just got bored and that was the only thing really to do. So if you just avoid those situations, then you're not going to run into that. So, and learn to be alone, learn to work on yourself and progress in your own life. I know it's kind of hard for some people to be alone, like especially for me. When I was a lot younger as a kid, I didn't even do it like consciously. I would just go hang out with my neighbors, go hang out with anybody. I don't know, I like hanging out with people, but now as I look at it, if you're just hanging out and doing nothing, not making progress, then it's not really worth it. Also, I'm not saying never to hang out with anybody, but I'm also wanted to bring up the get around positive people. If you're just hanging around with negative people, then that's gonna hurt your mindset. So get around some positive people, and yeah. Now let's talk about yes, because there is definitely things you should be saying yes to, but I wanted to bring up this movie, Yes Man. If you've seen it, Jim Carrey's in it, and he goes to this seminar, like this yes seminar, and it's basically saying it yes to every question someone asks you. And he before it, he used to say no, but then he started saying yes to everything, literally everything, and his life started getting better. But then these weird situations came up these different situations came up where he didn't really want to say yes, but because he went to that seminar, he thought he had to say yes. So sometimes when you're saying yes to everything, you're not gonna have enough time for yourself and your personal time to take care and build upon yourself. So be careful what you say yes to and make sure you always have enough time for yourself. I also wanted to mention that you have to learn how to say no in a kind manner and way, because if you just say no rudely to everybody, then they're just gonna think you're kind of an asshole. But really, you're saying yes to something else that's more important to yourself. So learn how to say no in a kind way, because it's easier to say no to your goals, because your goals aren't going to say like, hey bro, why aren't you hanging out with me? If you were going to say no to a friend, that's kind of what they would say. So it's a lot easier to put your goals to the side, but they're more important, and you have to realize that, and you have to say yes to them. The real question you have to ask yourself is this person or activity moving me forward in life and helping me get one step closer to my goals or a better life? You have to ask yourself that question, and if it's no, then you're gonna have to go a different way. Now, I have a question for you. What do you have to start saying no to? Let me know down in the comments. I feel like one thing I have to start saying no to is snacking on like chocolate and stuff like that. I do it, when it's around the house and it's just there, like little snack bars that have a bunch of added sugar in them. I mean, I know they're not good for me, but I just get tempted and eat them. Like I ate one yesterday. I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world if I eat them, as long as the majority of my diet is healthy and my nutrition is healthy. But sometimes I just slip and eat that, so I feel like I have to say no to that more often. Thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Hit that like button if you got value, and if you aren't already subscribed, then hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on, cause I drop one new video every week and you don't want to miss them. I'll talk to all of y'all in the next one. Until then, take care.